All right.
Today, I'm with Robbin. She's the founder of Resin. Resin by Robbin. Robbin, can you tell your story on how you create this business?
I just started out doing something small, just small coasters. And it took a little while to learn how to mix the resin properly and to color it and add different effects. It's something I enjoy doing so much that I ended up with a lot of stuff. So I figured I would share my craft with other people who enjoy this sort of thing and frequenting craft fairs and people really like these things.
That's amazing. And how did you learn about resin? Is that something your dad taught you, your mom taught you? How did you?
I did not learn from them. I learned on my own. And I normally build miniature doll houses. And so I will put the miniature houses with resin and to make little water scenes. Or I built one with fishing shacks on a dock over the ocean. And I made out of resin.
So, and how long have you been doing that? How many years?
I have been doing this about 2 years.
I saw this.
It took you 2 years to learn all of this stuff?
Yes.
I mean, this is like impressive. I feel like you have 20 years of experience on this, but in only 2 years.
Only 2 years.
And how did you watch YouTube and you find out how to learn this?
Yes, I watched some videos to kind of get the on how to measure out the resin, because there's two parts and they have to be equal in order for it to set up properly. So I did watch some videos and get an idea of how this works and just experimented. And after a lot of doing it, they turn out great. And I've graduated to putting wood in my resin pieces now.
Wow. So each week, months go by, you're learning something new.
Yes.
And how long does it take you to make a piece?
Well, it depends on the size. If it's just a small coaster, it will take me 24 hours because it takes 24 hours for the resin to set and become hard. Something bigger, this took me about a week because it comes in layers and you have to make sure the bubbles are out and that it's setting properly, and then put more on it to give it a smooth finish. Sometimes things have to be sanded a little bit so you get a better, smoother finish to the product. So it does sometimes take me a week or two to do one.
And how much buying the product to make a resin, how much does it cost to make something as basic as this, a coaster?
So that takes, say one coaster takes approximately 2 to 3 ounces of resin. And that's equal parts resin and hardener together. So I get about 2 gallons of resin with hardener is about $80. Sometimes more. It depends on the type of resin you get. If you get high quality, of course, you pay a little more. So the coasters don't cost as much, but when you get something a little bit bigger, it takes a lot more resin, and it does cost about $50-$100 to make one thing.
I see. And how do you find a product? Do you have a manufacturer you go to make sure you have the good quality, or do you just go on Google, you start looking for them?
Well, I have my preferred brands. I get them on Amazon. And I do research on them and make sure that, because when I'm making a cutting board, like this cutting board is made from food safe resin, so you can cut on it and it will not decontaminate your food.
FDA approved.
Yes, it is. So, and have to do the high quality so you get a clear product and not yellowing over time, because some of the cheaper resin will yellow over time and you don't want it to do that. Sometimes they fall apart. It doesn't set right and they're still soft. So, it's kind of, I've tried a few different types and I've settled on my favorite brands, and but they're all food safe, and so that way you can use the cutting board in the kitchen.
And how do you find the market to go to?
Well, this is only my third craft fair I've ever done.
Oh.
The second one here, because I'm not from Utah, I'm from Idaho, and I did one there.
The beautiful stuff of Idaho.
And did one there, and then I came here. My sister does crafting, and she organizes this.
Oh,
So
what is her name? Abby?
Rachel. She has the short hair. Yes.
Awesome. And when Idaho are you from?
Boise.
Whoa, Boise area. I've been meeting a lot of people from Idaho that come to market like this.
Yes.
And do you feel like, so you done one in Utah, one in Idaho so far?
Yes.
Do you have any comparison so far?
Yeah. Well, I think it's all the same, really. I mean, people come to these to see what they can find. So they're frequented quite a bit. The one I did in Idaho was very busy. And, of course, they had chocolate there, too.
A chocolate booth?
Well, it was a chocolate craft affair in Nampa.
You can never go with chocolate.
That's right.
And do you feel like you make a lot of sale? Did you make a lot of sale?
I did not, but it was my first time.
Okay.
So it's a new thing. I didn't have as much stuff as I have now. I started out with coasters and wine stoppers.
Uh-huh.
And now I've gone to cutting boards and bowls. I hand make the bowls myself. A couple of them I hand make. And jewelry trays. So have more stuff, more to offer.
Yeah. And what is the future of your business?
I'm not sure. I just kind of go where it takes me, I guess. It's something I started on a whim and thought I'd sell my talent.
And where can people find your product?
I am on Etsy. It's resinbyrobbin.etsy.com. You can find my stuff. I'm also on Poshmark. I do not have a Facebook page for it. Just Etsy and Poshmark.
Okay. Well, Robbin, thank you for talking to us. And good luck today, okay?
Thank you very much. It's nice to meet you.
Yep.
Are you a vendor?
No.
Okay.
Today, I'm with Elise. She's the co-founder, creator of the Honey Hive Aesthetic and Piercing. Elise, can you tell your story on why you decided to start a business like this?
I was working a job that took me away from my family a lot, and I wanted to be my own boss.
Whoa. Well, what job was that?
I was an assistant manager for Smith's.
Smith, the grocery store. I love Smith. Well, I'm sorry you didn't. It take a lot of your family time away.
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
With Smith's for 8 years, but I was in grocery for 18 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part about the did you travel all over the US? Or?
No, I just worked for different companies. The hardest part was probably during COVID. And it's when it started kind of changing my mind to be in that business.
Okay. And how did this business come about? How did you come with it then?
I just decided to go to esthetician school and do lashing and waxing and skincare. And then I got into piercings, and that's been a really big jump for me.
And let's go a little bit deep about the school. Why did you go to esthetician school? Or why not go to, I don't know, nursing school? Why that?
I wanted to make my own schedule. I wanted to make my own schedule to help take care of my family and be my own boss. I didn't want to work for anybody else anymore.
And do you have a studio right now?
Mm-hmm. I'm in West Jordan.
Okay. Where's the studio in West Jordan?
It's off of 90th and 90th South and 13th West.
And you have people can contact you if they want to go?
Yes, yep, they can.
Do you have other lady that's work with you or just you?
I rent a studio inside of a whole salon suites.
Okay.
Yeah, a private salon suites.
Perfect. And when you come to market like this, I know you say you do piercing. Is it hard to convince someone to do piercing at a market environment like this?
It is in the beginning, but I've been coming to Kearns enough that I have a lot of people that come see me and repeat customers, and they bring family. And so Kearns is actually one of my best markets.
You build your reputation up. I think that's I think that's the thing a lot of small vendors need to understand is if you go to a market once or twice, you have to continue to come to build that reputation. You cannot come 2 times and expect
it.
Oh, I'm going to have this line of people line up for my stuff. Yeah. Exactly. You know, in the beginning, it might be hard because you're not having that reputation yet.
Yeah.
But eventually it will come.
Yeah, it took me about 3 or 4 turns here, 3 or 4 months before I started getting a good following in Kearns.
And are you from are you from here as well, Kearns?
No, I live in South Jordan.
Perfect. So close by.
Yeah,
enough.
So close in the vicinity.
And what is the hardest part you think has been a vendor?
As a vendor?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's very hard. I feel like it's been pretty easy. Like, I don't think it's hard. I guess setup takes a little bit of time. Make sure you have everything. But no, it's been easy. I like doing markets. I don't find them hard. I think they're the funnest part of my job. So.
I know some vendor doesn't see. Some vendor think is hard. The customer is not looking at my booth. This vendor next to me talk too loud. There's music playing around. You don't have that. It doesn't bother you. You're pretty chill about it.
I just stay in my corner of the world and I don't let other people bother me. I've never had any issues like that.
Not even with other vendors.
No.
Well, good.
I mean, fingers crossed now.
Yeah, it's like they stole my parking.
No,
I was unloading and they trip over my stuff.
No,
that's good.
Doesn't bother. Even if somebody did, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me.
Okay.
I've worked in way harsher environments, I guess, so maybe that's why it just doesn't bother me. Maybe I just don't care that much.
Maybe they're like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Some vendor can get intense about this, man. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the vendors. I saw a vendor get mad that I was set up next to her because she sells jewelry. I don't care. It just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It all works. It all works.
That's my thing as well. I think each vendor is so unique that each customer is gonna find the stuff they want. Mm-hmm. So if you sell jewelry, if you sell cupcake, the other person sell a cupcake, it's different. It's not the same. Mm-hmm. But people are like, well, it's my cupcake. I was like, it's different. Yeah. They don't know you. They cannot copy what you make.
I think if you're that intense, it's time for a break.
I know. People need to take a chill pill, man.
Yeah.
People need to go to the program. Yeah. So, I guess, what's the future for the business?
I just keep building my clientele. The hats I do just for fun, a little side thing, just build my reputation and my name for piercings and aesthetics.
And you have a social media people can find you if they want to contact you?
Yep. The honeyhive_aesthetics on Instagram. Hi.
They can schedule a booth piece.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Elise.
Thanks. You can grab that. She's good. You're fine, honey. You're fine. Come on in. You're good.
You're good. Look.
Okay. Come on in. I saved your one over here.